Alright, we're still waiting on Napoleon and Samwise. They're actually choosing their decks. It looks like Napoleon is going to be bringing Warrior, Rogue, and Druid.
Okay.
And I haven't confirmed Samwise yet. He has Druid, Rogue, and Hunter. Okay.
Druid, Rogue, Hunter. Is that what you said?
That's correct. Druid, Rogue, Hunter.
Okay. So right off the bat, I see Warrior and Rogue. So Samwise is gonna really have to try to avoid that matchup by any means possible. Hunter, which is most likely face Hunter, also has to go against Warrior. So that's two out of Warrior is very good against 2 out of 3 of Samwise's classes. That's what I noticed right off the bat.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what else. Napoleon's Druid is weak against Samwise's lineup though. It's weak against Hunter, weak against Rogue, and Druid is a coin flip.
So what are your
So
predictions on, well, as we know, we see upsets all the time. But we're going to
yeah,
go ahead and jump into this first match between Samwise and Napoleon. Are you bold enough to make a prediction this early?
I'm bold enough to make a prediction. I am not.
Okay. Well, you could even just make a prediction based on the composition and say anything could happen.
Yeah, uh, I think that I don't know. I don't know what I think. Let's get into the game.
Well, this is a great read by Napoleon. I feel like most players would not bring Warrior in as their first match of a series, but
Well,
when you're coming up against like Oil Rogue, I think that's one of the strongest decks you can bring against Oil Rogue, right? Just because
yes,
of all of
but
the armor and removal.
Samwise's hand is as good as it gets playing against a warrior, though. That is
That's true.
exactly what you want. You got the backstab, the SI, two shredders. Basically, what you want to look for when
Oh
you're in this
wow,
matchup is,
Mana Addict,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
and now he's got to be able to follow that
Basically,
up with
what you're
another
looking
Shredder,
for,
right?
basically what you're looking for on the rogue side is to get creatures.
Yeah,
As far as my understanding, when you are doing the mulligan, you really just want creatures so that you can establish tempo, and that's exactly what he has.
looks like
And
he's.
this mana addict is, I don't know, I forgot about the weapon.
Well, I mean, he looked like he was pretty threatened by that Mana Addict, which I guess he has every right to be because Oil Rogue does have so many spells in the deck.
All right, so we have the first decision for Sam here. Do you teacher backstab trade with the minions, or you could backstab SI, clear the Belcher? I think that's what you do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, you could get greedy and get Violet Teacher.
Do you even
That.
backstab the second damaged
Oh, no, no.
use?
No, you don't. Save it. You gotta save it for something more important. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what Rogue wants. Obviously, it's still a really bad matchup, but it's a good start.
Oh, double fiery war axe is really nice for that warrior to have.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
They
Hmm.
were talking about the Rogue having a good situation. The Warrior just with the double fiery war axe.
Yeah. Do you play your teacher here, or do you develop your emperor? I don't know. You're not like you're not really reducing the cost of many cards. You have two zero cost spells in your hand as it is.
So he's going for the Emperor play. He just wants to see what's going to be popped. I think that's fine.
And now, how does the warrior deal with this emperor? He's gonna have to have like a shield block, shield slam, or an
I'm
execute.
sure. I'm sure he has something.
Cruel task, execute. Oh, big game. Okay.
That's probably pretty smart because get much value out of that card in this matchup. So if you can use it, then you might as well.
Fan of Knives.
See, now we're at the point where the rogue's hand is pretty dead.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to draw into a sprint or some form of card draw. He's saving his Blade Flurry. Or both of them, I guess.
This reminds me of the situation I was in when I was playing in the show match earlier. I had double Blade Flurry in my hand with just nothing to do.
Yeah.
But he did draw something for it, so you can just
Do you
can
eviscerate?
do a full flurry and eviscerate. I'll do the trick.
Hope your 1/1s die off from those boombots.
Yep. If they killed the teacher, that would be super unlucky.
Oh yeah. That'd be awful. Let's see what they hit.
So the rogue is basically all in. The rogue is basically saying, I'm hoping that you don't have clear, and if you do, I'm probably screwed.
Yeah, I mean, a Dust Bite can clear this board pretty easily over a course of 2 turns, but that's if he can even live that long.
Yep. Good drop.
This is making me think that the Warrior is considering a Brawl next turn.
I don't think he needs it. Especially he's gonna see that the rogue has no pressure. I mean, if you do have it, sure you can use it, but it's not necessary. I probably
It's
still
just-
would, but it really depends on what he has in his hand.
Oh,
It's kind
no.
of tricky. Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, he's not going to steal anything with this Sylvanas, at the very least.
Yeah. Now,
But
see,
is-
if the rogue had good cards, then it might be able to finish, but drawing
Yeah.
a second prep is just absolutely awful.
This is so bad.
That's-
Yeah, you can't even clear that. You can't even clear the Baron.
Can you even do anything?
No, I think you hit face with your weapon and then just weapon up again.
You gonna blade flurry that away?
No, I think he's just gonna SI7 and hope his SI doesn't get cleared so he can kill it. I don't know. I mean, the rogue player may very well just be dead this turn. Doesn't look like it though.
Yeah, but he's doomed.
By the power of Ragnaros, he has the power.
I love that card. I have it in golden. It's like a really cool animation. Well, he got deadly poison, but that's not gonna do much at this point.
This is something you can definitely see with Oil Rogues, is just drawing into everything but sprint.
Yeah.
They're so reliant on that card.
Yeah, I agree. This game is toast. If I was Sam, I would just surrender, honestly.
Never surrender. Ooh, Fan of Knives, that's a good one. Yeah, I think you're right.
Especially, you use more combo damage. You don't have finishers anymore. Even if you drew the right card, it's not like you have something to finish. Both flurries are gone.
Right.
You only win through minion control, which obviously isn't there.
And there's another shield block, just to make the... Oh gosh. This looks over.
Yeah, this has been over for a long time. It was basically, Rogue did what he was supposed to do, and you go really aggressive and say, I hope he doesn't have the clear. But the Warrior did have the clear, so
Yeah.
as long as the Warrior has it, then
Well,
that's not really a matchup you win often.
Napoleon takes the first game, and I guess we'll try to. Let me ask him if he has spectate enabled.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't show up for me. Oh, okay, yeah, he didn't have it enabled yet.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna be able to see both players' hands, which is really nice.
Yeah, that is very nice.
But what do you think about speaking of like armor and warriors? What do you think about Blizzard adding some kind of a tech card in the game that removes like a certain amount of your opponent's armor? Would that be worth anything?
No, because it would only be good against one class.
Well, druids.
Yeah, but are you going to use a card to remove 1 point of druid armor? You know what I mean?
True. I mean, it could have value elsewhere, but it would be like very very situational. Like if somebody were to get an armor smith off of a shredder or something like that. But I think
Yeah,
I don't think it'd be a card you would see in ladder, but it might be something people would play specifically for like warrior matchups or something specifically to counter like a warrior.
I doubt it. Even like heavy tech cards are good against a couple of classes, like Harrison Jones, Kizan Mystic. They're good against at least 2 classes.
Right.
If you put a card that's only useful against one class, you'd never run that card. Just not worth it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, so we're coming into match number 2. Napoleon has a 1-0 lead against Samwise, and it's looking like Druid versus that same Oil Rogue. I guess Samwise is hoping he's going to get some sprints this time.
Yeah. No ramp for the Druid. It's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah.
You do have Zombie Chow, but
And a coined Shade, it looks like. Shade can actually do really well in this matchup versus Rogue. Like, if it grows big enough, it can avoid being cleared by Blade Flurries. So it can actually stick around pretty well. And we don't see any Blade Flurries or Deadly Poisons in Samwise's hand, so it might be pretty safe this match.
it's very yeah. As long as you get it out early, it can usually be okay. You just have to. You can't be afraid to take it out when you need,
Right.
because you don't want to just have it sitting there, getting ready to get cleared by a big combo.
And we've already seen that today, where Shada's sitting in stealth the whole game and just got cleared by a brawl.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to clear that with his Shade, so that's off the board, but he is going to be able to innervate out a Dr. Boom next turn.
That's scary. And we don't see a sap in the Rogue's hand, right? Yeah.
No.
Like, if Rogue had sap, that would be okay, but even though you don't want to sap a Dr. Boom, considering it's innervated, you would, I think. But he doesn't even have it, so. I mean, but the Rogue has a great answer, so.
Backstab of this.
Yeah, and you play a teacher, too.
Mm-hmm. And then looking at the Druid's hand, I guess he can Shredder Hero Power next turn, but I don't think that's going to be close to even clearing the board.
Yeah, and a Rogue is carrying Dr. Boom as well, so that's going to be really nice.
We do see a big game in Napoleon's hand, so he will have a way to deal with at least the 7-7 body. Oh wow, 4 to a 1-1.
Oh, that boom bot.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Well, do you drop the Dr. Boom here as the rogue? I guess you do. I think you really want to combo your sprint with a prep if you can. And you already have such advantage on the board that you're not too worried.
Yeah, you want to push your board advantage. You don't want to sit there and not do anything. Ooh, that's a good draw. Except, except
It'll
against,
just die to a fan, or
yeah.
a boom bot, or any other kind of like blade flurry. There's so much that the patient assassin dies to.
God, it's actually terrible. Terrible.
But
Oh,
in this case, yeah, it actually lives, and it's gonna be able to clear an emperor.
look at that. It does get value. Good old patient assassin. You know what they say, patience is a virtue, right?
Yeah.
My corny joke for the day.
Now, do you run your face into the boom bot or the? Yeah. Okay. But we're actually going to be able to see a Violet Teacher sprint this turn without a prep. That's just another like example of how strong Emperor is.
If he chooses to. Okay, he chooses to.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty much guaranteed to draw into a prep, so he could even prep out this Abyss if he wants
Good
to.
prep into prep into prep. Genius. Prep sprint for next turn setup.
Yeah. He could make a
We might see a
huge
scary.
Van Cleef.
Yeah, we might see a very scary Van Cleef. Well,
I think
this
that's
is gonna
what
be
we're
a
gonna
really
see.
fun. This is gonna be a really fun turn.
I mean, Van Cleef is so prone to getting keepered, but we don't see one in Napoleon's hand, so there's a possibility that this could just be a huge turn for the rogue.
I'm ready for like a deadly poison.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Another prep. Into a
Preps for everyone.
Shark Sword Oil, and then you got a Blade Flurry, and then you can drop your Van Cleef.
Goodness. That's great right there.
I mean, why not, right? You've already seen the Big Game Hunter come out, so you're not afraid of making your Van Cleef just huge.
Or does he just eviscerate away the scenarios? Yeah, you have to eviscerate
Yeah,
scenarios.
because
Right?
you're still afraid of combo. You're right.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. That should be it. Well, actually, no, swipe.
Plus, could he even play his Van Cleef? Was his board just completely full?
It was, yeah. It's not technically over right now, but it's pretty over. Emperor! Woohoo!
Another swipe. How hard is it for a rogue to do 7 damage? I guess it's pretty hard. Azure Drake? Hope for another of this.
Well, if Druid picks up
Draws into
nature,
force. Yeah. Crazy.
interesting.
Uh-oh.
That's
Uh-oh. Nope.
No. So that'll be it. So that's 1-1, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. One for Samwise, one for Napoleon.
We're gonna have Rogue Druid against Druid Hunter. What do you think?
Rogue Druid against Druid Hunter.
Yep.
Uh, I think I like the Rogue Druid.
I do too. Because Rogue is fairly strong against both Druid and Hunter.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I
It's not
think
like.
I
Oh,
think
go
it's
ahead.
gonna be likely to see a Hunter actually being played this next match.
Yeah.
Why didn't I write these classes down? Okay.
So I
So
think Samwise.
Samwise has the Rogue and the Hunter.
No, Samwise is Druid Hunter.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at the previous one.
Yeah.
Druid Rogue Hunter.
I
Hmm.
think that Samwise knows that Hunter is weak for these two class, or Hunter is weak towards Rogue. So I think he wants to play Hunter and try to win versus Druid.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's going to be thinking, and I think that Napoleon is going to be. You'd think that Napoleon would think that he would think that, and I think Napoleon. If it was my guess, I would say Napoleon would run Druid and Samwise would run Hunter.
Looks like we ran into a little bit of a technical issue. Napoleon's gonna have to restart his client because he got kicked out to the main menu. Um, but he will be back. He's actually already back. And they are gonna jump into game number 3 out of this back-to-back, like just back and forth series. I mean, we could definitely see this one go to a full 5 games, and I hope we do.
Yeah.
It is a semifinals match, so we always like to see semifinals and finals matches go to like the full 5 games. It just makes things a lot more interesting.
What do you think about the new format we tried this week with the 2-day?
I like it a lot better.
Yeah, I do too.
At least for me, I know it's probably a pain for the players, but for me, casting till like 3 in the morning is just it wrecks me for the rest of the week because I have work and stuff in the morning.
Yeah. I definitely enjoy casting when I'm not extremely tired and I know I have class next morning at 9 a.m.
Right.
Like 4:35 in the morning, and I'm just like,
Wow.
But yeah, I think it's not really. I don't think it's a problem for many people.
We've got some BM coming out from the players here, and double
Oh,
wild
really? I
throws.
missed it.
They were just like, well played, and my thanks back and forth.
I'm always if I'm exchanging BM, I'm my thanks to you kind of guy.
Okay.
That's my emote.
There it is.
I love it.
Okay.
Beast would always watch me, and he would say, "Why are you BMing people?" And I'd just be like, "Cause it's fun."
Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty slow card game, so you have to fill the time somehow, right?
You have to entertain yourself somehow. Okay, so we got different things going for each side. Samwise has double lore and a Black Knight, which is going to be really helpful.
Oh yeah.
Double lore, but on the other side, Napoleon has Coin Emperor with a big hand. I kind of even would prefer to be on the Emperor side.
I think you're right. I mean, look at all of those big minions that are going to be. Okay. So, we missed quite a lot there. There's a sap on the Sludge Belcher. Lotheb's down, and we see a 6/6 Van Cleef with no keeper to answer that.
I love Van Cleefs. I love when they get big. Yeah, so right away you see Rogue establishing board early.
Well, at least that Van Cleef can be cleared. And you're still able to, like, see everything. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, he's just gonna take the 6 to the face.
Yeah, but at least he clears the board. I guess you just Violet Teacher, Hero Power, set up. Well, yeah, you don't have to, but I think that's the correct choice.
You can deadly double SI next turn if you want as a rogue.
Yeah, you could.
If we see a Blade Flurry draw, we might just see a Tinker's though.
Huge. Yeah. The only thing is that you have to be careful because one of the Violet Teacher apprentices could get the buff.
True.
And that's why you see a lot of these rogues that nowadays that are running 2 Shredders and 1 Teacher. Because a lot of times they can get in the way. I love how he actually drew the Flurry.
Yeah, but he didn't have a minion on the board to buff, so I think he definitely wants to get, that value.
You know?
What do you do here? Shade? The game and hero power, huh?
That's a pretty desperate move.
Well, we know this board is just gonna get cleared.
That's not lethal, is it? If it doesn't hit an apprentice, is that lethal? Could be. You'd have a 6 weapon, so that's 12. Plus 3 to the minions would be 15. There's 6 damage on the board. 21. Yeah,
with prep,
that's lethal.
Yeah.
If he should have prepped Tinkers. That was a misplay.
See what it buffs.
Oh, he doesn't wanna.
Uh-oh.
I don't like it. I think he should have just gone for it. Use the prep immediately. But I don't think it matters.
No. There is, like, literally nothing that the druid can do.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's gonna be 3-2 for Napoleon.
So he takes the series. Congratulations to Napoleon. We're going to see him in the finals match.